Good morning and welcome to another week of Messenger Animal Oracle. I'm the artist and the author. My name is Susan Green and my business is Maya. This is a reading for the 1st of January 2023. So I thought I would work with the influences of the collective coming forward for the new year. So working in the first third, the second third, and the last third of the year. And we're going to do a, a upright, what your potential is, as well as the challenge that may be presenting through that time. Okay. Now, I recently, as in yesterday, put up a sneak peek of this deck on my site. So pop over to my website if you're interested. I will also put a link below so you can have a flick through the cards and just get to know them a little bit better. It's really close. It's just that over this Christmas period, people close down and things just have to slow down a little. And that's okay too. It'll happen. All right. So we have the Leafy Sea Dragon. This is the first third of the year. Okay. So Leafy Sea Dragon is the potential and the Emperor Penguin is the challenge. Ching ching. So what does that mean for you? So Leafy Sea Dragon is showing us that there's lots of potential, lots of energy that is urging you to step up, that is prosperous, it's that independence, it's that ideas and thoughts that bring you into greater independence. It's diversity. What do you have to do to diversify and to step out of where you've been and into creating the life you want to live? Okay. And it could be on any level, personally, professionally, friends, family, what is it that you need to recognize and understand? So this is about a lot about emotion, really, and that working through those emotions so that you can better flow with the ebb and the cycles and the coming and going of everything around you and still succeed in who you are and what you're doing. The Leafy Sea Dragon is actually a really lovely, gentle energy. And this coming into this start of the year with this energy, I think is really quite profound, for it's just such a sense of you don't have to push as much as allow as you move into that space and move through the transition that 2022 has offered. Okay, so the challenge of the Emperor Penguin then coming forth, this is very much, it's telling you to just be aware that you may feel like you're doing it all alone, that there's that push, and you're not supported in what you're doing, that you feel that those around you aren't bringing you what you need. And it's about stepping out of the limiting thoughts and the concepts of what has always been there to allow yourself to grow out of that and into the cycle of prosperity. Okay, you don't have to be pushing so hard to be able to allow that energy of prosperity to come through. So it may be about changing the way you're seeing and feeling and thinking so that you're doing it smarter, not harder. Okay, so you're perhaps the people that aren't supporting you aren't meant to be the people who are around you supporting you. Perhaps it's about becoming clearer on finding the avenues that you need to step into where that background support is happening for you, and it just flows rather than those that want to but don't understand. There's a difference. Sometimes people want to even support you but they don't understand it like you do. You are an individual, you are unique in who you are, and so that sense of alignment of yes, and I believe, where others don't see that the same way. So find the tribe that do, and then in that area of your life, you're going to become that independent and prosperous person, because independence is great, but that support is always very welcoming and needed as well. Okay, now coming into the second trimester of the year, we got the seal, and in the challenge position, the links. Okay, so the seal, this is a lot about finding fluency and clarity, and it's that what you've set up with the leafy sea dragon through diversity, through those avenues of creating that prosperity and independence for yourself, and then flowing into that. So it feels more like that transition time of, okay, you set it up. Now let's just allow those alignments to come forth. It's like spirits in, up there, and it's networking and it's shifting and changing all the different avenues, all the aspects of who you are with friends, family, business. And it's creating this energy of just movement, which is ease and grace, which is flow. That's essentially in the best way. Okay, it may feel like things are slowing down, but in actual fact it's just shifting into a more beneficial space so that it can essentially move into greater abundance later. Okay, so that's the sense that I get from the seal as you move into the middle of the year, sort of that second trimester. So the links is actually showing us as a challenge card to that this sense of purpose and passion, this sense of achieving and alignment may actually, you'll find yourself, because things are shifting and potentially slowing down, that you'll find that you want to push harder, that you want to push stronger and harder and more, and that you're working and burning the candle at both ends. Okay, so that's something to really be aware of, that more is not necessarily going to get you more. You putting out is just going to exhaust you, because the networks just need time to align, hence the seal of flow, of finding that clarity and that stability. It's like the coherence of all that you have set up previous is just going to come together into creating the magical kingdom that is your authenticity, that is your truth in whatever form you've been setting your intentions and moving into. Okay, so the links is really telling you to, just be aware that you don't have to push. Okay, you don't have to be around people who are toxic. You don't have to be around energy that is overwhelming. You don't have to be around all these forces that really just don't align to that fluency, balance. And the seal, when you imagine how the seal just rolls around in the ocean and floats and swims, and they're so amazing. They're just in oneness with their environment. Okay, so that's what you're aiming for in that second part of the year, because the links is just your awareness of self may be out of balance, and if that happens, step back. Okay, just step back and allow, because if things feel like they're shifting and slowing down, it's not a bad thing, it's just the potential coming forth. And then the last trimester of the year. Okay, the stag. The stag is such a lovely energy, and it shows that as we've moved through setting things up and diversifying into prosperity and independence, and then flowing, okay, so this is best case scenario, flowing into that and allowing that ease, grace, and flow to continue moving through, that you're going to move into that sense of inner peace, that beautiful connection with spirit, that wisdom and knowing that you're protected, and that the stability of what you have built and what you have allowed to come forth is really concreting into your reality. It's like, if you imagine as you're stepping into the start of the year and there's all these pathways that you can potentially walk down, and you're unsure, but then you choose to trust in you and you walk your highest path. And as you're walking down that and you're allowing for the ebb and the flow and the cycles and changes that are coming through, and you keep just trusting the process, that you're going to come into here, and this sense of purpose and passion, this fire that aligns to you living your best life in that area that you've been working toward, is going to just evolve beautifully. Okay, it's going to be so, I don't know, you're just going to know it. You're going to feel it. You're going to exist in that space. Your teams are going to be working with you seamlessly. You're going to be seeing the signs, understanding, numbers. You may be feeling the support through the animals. There's going to be a lot of different shifts and movement, but you're going to be protected and safe within that space of what you have set up, what you have instigated from point one, stepping onto that path, to moving all the way through, allowing, and just ending up at the end of the year and looking back going, yes, I did this. This year has been amazing. Okay, so this is a stag. This is that inner wisdom just expanding out, because you can do that. The rhinoceros as the challenge card for that last trimester, this explains that you may be challenged by distraction. Okay, so as things pick up, activity picks up, and you've come through that fluency, and you're like, okay, I'm flowing along and blah, 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 blah. But you may find the activity is picking up, that there's lots more need for your time within whatever you're doing, and that you're going to find it's hard to keep up. There's going to be inconsistency. You're going to find there's constantly distractions. So it's important to step back, understand why those distractions are happening, why you're being inconsistent. What do you need to do to regain the balance and trust in you? What has disconnected you from that, unity with spirit and the light within, the light that is within you that glows and keeps bringing forth opportunity and personal growth? It's the rhino as a challenge is showing you that you may be experiencing possibly things like brain fog, feeling scattered, feeling distant from others. It's, that inability to just get up and go, yes, today is going to be an amazing day. Yes, I've got this. I am going to do that. I have got this idea, and that's going to boom, boom, boom happen. Okay, so if that's happening to you, if you've fallen off the wagon, so to speak, and you're not feeling that sense of deep trust, understanding, and knowing that everything is where it's meant to be, then really just take time and step back. Just allow, because this is imperative that you understand that, even watching for the signs coming forth in that last trimester of being out of sorts and scattered, losing focus, not being able to get your head straight, just recenter, oneness, wholeness. You've got the support. I keep seeing, and I know I keep saying it, but I keep seeing there's so much support from our ancestors, from the animals, from the elementals. The energy within the planet is growing and expanding, and it's bringing the potential forth, the potential for you to be aligned into your brilliance in the most profound way. Okay, so this is beautiful. I hope this really helps with direction moving forward. And look, this deck is so amazing. Please pop onto my site, and I would love for your thoughts, I'm open to receive. I just adore this path that I'm walking, and bringing you and helping you see the influences and the path forward. I just think it's so wonderful, and that you as my soul tribe are also here with me. Blessings for a beautiful, prosperous, and wonderful 2023. Bye for now.